I'm Bob Hallmark in Longview. I'm over here at the World of Wonders today, WOW, where we had a science exhibit. Well, not really an exhibit, but a show. This is, over my shoulder, as you can see, the Chemistry Roadshow. And it is all the brainchild of the man who's going to join us right now, Professor Jim Pennington, who comes in. And you gave the show mostly to the kids, but I think the adults were probably just as impressed with the show today.
That's kind of the goal, is for them to have a good time too. Because I figure if the parents have a good time, the kids will join in. But if you don't want to bore the parents either, so
now let's explain what the Chemistry Roadshow is. I mean, obviously, we want to know the history of this. How long you've been doing this? That sort of thing.
So the Chemistry Roadshow started almost 40 years ago by Dr. John Hogg. He passed away about 17 years ago, and I took over the presentation then. And the main thing that I've contributed since then is to try and just expand the reach. So we've traveled to all the corners of Texas. We do about 70 to 80 presentations a year. About 15 to 20,000 people a year get to see the show. So we've had over 250,000 people over the past 17 years. We go to schools during the school year, and then libraries and museums and that stuff over the summer. So if some of your viewers, if they would be interested in having us come to their school, that's an option. If they just Google Texas A&M Chemistry Roadshow, we're the first thing that comes up. So
Gotcha.
I'd be happy to hear from them.
Okay. Now we're going to show you some pictures here because I was taking a lot of photographs while this was going on. It's a fun show, and you're very animated as you come out. But more than that, you come out and you explain why science works the way it does, too, in a fun way.
Yeah, we want to make sure the kids make the connections. I don't have any delusions that the kids are going to remember exactly what I said, but if they leave with that sense of, okay, I saw some things I hadn't seen before, but it relates to things that I do understand, I think, the hope is that it'll make them feel like, oh, science is understandable, I can learn this, and it's exciting, and it's worth learning.
Yeah.
Where it's not just whiz bang and something happened, but I don't understand it, to start making those connections to their actual lives and their experience.
Yeah, it's almost like practical application. They see how it works in real life.
Yes.
And one of the things I think that was very impressive that everybody was talking about was the elephant's toothpaste.
Yeah, it's
was
a classic.
And some of the light shows that you did as well. You heard a gasp and an ooh and ah from the crowd, old and young. They were doing the same thing, and that's kind of what you're after too. If you get them entertained, maybe you find that next generation of scientists too.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, some people will sort of deride it as sort of like edutainment, that it's just, but really we are trying to reach students, reach parents where they're at, and no one goes after, let's go study something that's as boring as possible. But here, it's like, nobody reads a book about baseball unless they enjoy playing baseball. So nobody's going to go do the hard work of learning science unless they see why it's exciting and why it's interesting. And that's part of the goal, is to present, here's why it might be interesting to learn this.
I'm guessing preparation, and you're very busy doing this if you do 70 to 80 shows. Preparation, I'm guessing, is a big part of this too.
It is. So it's during the school year, I can only do it like once a week because of my teaching schedule, but we do it 4 or 5 times a week during the summer. Each show takes about 3 hours to set up. It's an hour and a half presentation and 3 hours to break down. So that's about 7.5, 8 hours, just that part, and then there's the travel from home before and after. So
you had an added surprise today. A former student actually showed up to see you
That was
today.
a lot of fun. I enjoy meeting my students whenever I see them. Sometimes when I go to the doctor, it'll be a former student of mine, which is a little bit nervous, but yeah. So that's great to see my former students being successful and seeing them have family and bring their kids and things. That's a real treat.
I would say on a personal level, this has got to be. It's a nice diversion from, I guess, classroom, but I'm guessing this is got to be fun for you to be able to do.
It is. I am blessed to have 2 jobs that I love and that balance each other out nicely. That by the end of the school year, like I said, I do it some during the school year, by the end of the school year, it's nice to hit the road and just do this and not have to think about exams and grading and all. And honestly, by the end of the summer, I'm ready to stay home and not have to drive hundreds of miles every day. So, yeah, it's a real good balancing act. God willing, I can kind of keep this up for many years to come, because I'm not going to get sick of either one, hopefully.
Gotcha. And where are you going after this?
Let's see. So today I go home, but I know next week I'm in Watauga, which is around Dallas, and then we'll be in Galveston and at the big library there. We're actually doing a hands-on thing with the library there. I'm trying to remember. There's 2 other ones that are coming up, but those are the ones that jumped
right
to
off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, the payoff for you. Last question:
Yeah.
is it when you see a kid's eyes light up on something you do? That's got to be worth something, right?
Yeah. Well, and then to see them get excited and have fun. And another thing that's fun is so if we go back to places a few times, so the older kids who maybe have seen it, to see them look at the younger kids and go, okay, they know what's coming, and they're excited about they know the other kid's going to be surprised and things. So those are all fun things. But yeah, just being able to see the effect as it's happening, knowing that there's a sort of a longer term effect, but hopefully it gets them excited, and then when they get back to school, that'll give them the interest to want to learn more.
Okay. All right. Well, continued success, Professor.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. And we'll have much more on this story tonight on KLTV 7 News. For KLTV Web Extra, I'm Bob Hallmark.